Beautiful night, beautiful light, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm back to deliver your latest free, timeless, collective channel message from the Tarot in the Shadows series. So if it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. If you're here, it's by divine design. If it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly because you'll always live the repercussions of them. You have questions, I have answers. You can find those on my website located in the title description of this live broadcast. So if you're listening on Wisdom, thank you for tuning in. This has actually been broadcast for years on YouTube Live. So I'll do my best to describe everything that I'm seeing. But this is a one-way conversation. And we're going to start by pulling our last card. We'll read first from the postcard from Spirit. I see in our chat here we have Maxine, first one, commenting tonight. Thank you so much. And then we see Jeremy. So thankful and grateful. And thank you for moderating, Maxine. And then I see Roy is here. All right. So what is the Tarot in the Shadows message tonight? Thank you. The one that fell on the table. We'll take that. And we'll leave that up here to be the last message that we pull. So let's see. P&Q Oracle will be next. Let's see. What is the Tarot in the Shadows message at this time? Please and thank you. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence and to be of service. Okay, interesting. It's an alien without a bomb. That's because yesterday we had the alien with the bomb. Was that also earlier today? Did I download today? Yeah, I think. Yeah, I did. Okay. Yes, I did. Was it earlier today we had the alien with the bomb? No, we had the alien with the bomb. Now we have the alien with no bomb. All I know is this alien has two eyes and a big smile. It was very pronounced with the alien with the bomb that the alien with the bomb had three eyes. This one only has two. Okay. So maybe they're not from the same planet, these two aliens. All right. Maybe they have nothing to do with one or the other. Let's pull something from the Play School flashcards for tonight's message. What is the Tarot in the Shadows message? So when you think about alien, it just means not from here, right? Okay. The pencil came out. Now, interesting, because I swear the pencil came out in the last time I used this as well. So the pencil comes out. The pencil, whenever I get the pencil, it gives me big Ace of Wands energy. Excuse me. I'm getting all choked up. Someone's coming into your life. You're getting all choked up. Something exciting is happening suddenly, and you're getting all choked up, super excited about something that's happening. Okay. Somebody here, you've been feeling choked up. You've been feeling very alienated, very alone. There's a suggestion to do some journaling, do some writing about some of these things that are on your mind. Yeah, because I hear you got quite a few things on your mind. Might be choking again since I just lit up the incense. Sometimes I do. Anyways, TMI, way TMI. Okay, the bottom of the deck is the two turtles, two tortoise. They're not turtles. They don't have flappers. These are tortoise. There are two tortoises at the bottom of the deck. Okay, they look like two people. Two people. So there was two people. Now there's new people. What? Okay. OPP. Yeah, you know me. You're down with OPP. Yeah, you know me. Coming through. Okay. Other people's property. All right. The pencil, though, also, whenever the pencil comes out of this deck, it always makes me feel like it's a great time to put your intentions down, put it down on paper. Is it? Hold on. Let me check my astrology calendar. Thank God it's saved to my favorites. Oh, my goodness, you guys. I created some amazing nail art today, too, at the studio. So I'll be posting images of that here on my YouTube stream. Okay, March the 31st. Moon enters Aries. Okay, so the moon just enters Aries. Okay, and let me see. New moon in Aries is, I'm not sure exactly what time, but it is on the 1st of April, which is April Fool's Day, as my grandson reminded me so well. Grandma, tomorrow is April Fool's Day. I said, oh boy, I better watch out for all your, on your, oh God, what's the word? All your, not tricks. You know what I'm talking about. Why is the word gone? I had the word perfectly earlier when I was talking to Quentin about it. But either way, he's like, well, we don't know how to do that. Pranks. Thank you, pranks. And thank you for your help in that. I heard you all help me. Yes, pranks, for all the pranks. He says, Grandma, we don't know how to prank. We got to watch out for you pranking us. You have to prank us. I'm like, oh, God. I hope the mama did it because I don't know. Anyways, the Oracle of Shadows and Light. What do we have? The Pink Lotus Fairy. Worth honorable mention is Voodoo in Blue. She came out too. Okay, we're going to keep them both? Oh, okay, thank you. So we have two different different ones coming out from the Oracle Shadows and Light. Card number 22 and card number 43. Is somebody 43 years old and somebody else is 22 years old? Is there a comparison going on here between who you are now versus who you were when you were 22? Wow. Okay. So somebody's only 29 now. It's only a 7-year difference. Okay. There's a 43-year difference from when you were 22. I'm thankful and grateful that you're entertained enough to sit up here and watch my show. But however long it is, there's a difference, something about a difference in age. Okay. These two have a very different energy. This one's like kind of emo, dark, edgy. This one's all Fairy Larry. Fairy Larry? Is there a Fairy Larry? Do we have a gay guy named Larry in the house? Okay, Larry, please stand up. Please stand up. Will Fairy Larry please stand up? What the heck? Somebody's guide is a fairy named Larry? What the heck? Okay, but the difference in the imagery is so whoa, so different in energy. Even look at so the only thing that's similar but still yet different is the way they sit. I mean, even the one that sits, this one sits very cross-legged. This one, is she really cross-legged? Because she's just different with it. I don't know. It's like they're doing everything but the opposite. They're mirroring opposites of each other. Okay. Pink Lotus Fairy, a time for spirit. Voodoo in Blue, back off. Okay. What's at the bottom of the deck here? 3 witchy sisters, the power of 3. Oh, the power of 3. And so there were 3, and then there were 2. There were 3, then there were 2. I got, okay. Or was there 2, then there was 3, and now there's 2 again. Oh, there was 2, then there was 3, then there was 2 again. There are 2 again because we have 2 now, right? 2 came out first, and then there was 3, and now there's 2 again. So somebody hopped up in the middle of something, and they're not here no more. Or because somebody else hopped in, somebody else hopped out. 2's fun, 3's a crowd. Okay, so the 3rd had to go. What the heck is going on in tonight's show? All right. The next deck we're going to read from tonight is the Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle. What is the message? What is the Tarot in the Shadows message that I'm to deliver? It's a time for spirit. Okay. Some of you, the other thing that I got as I read the back off and a time from spirit from these 2 ladies here in front of me was that, some of you are telling people, no, I'm not available right now. Some of you took a very defensive stand before you decided, you know what, I'm going to go get into my spirit. Something was going on. You had to tell somebody to back off. You had to stand up for yourself, set a boundary. If you didn't say anything like that, maybe you didn't have to say anything. Maybe you just set the boundary, and the boundary did the work of saying back off. And here you are getting into your spirit. Okay. I also get the vibe of somebody who was very defensive before, feeling very vulnerable, like you have to protect yourself all the time. But now you're like more in a different in tune with the universe, in tune with yourself, in tune with your world. You're more confident, I feel like, than ever before. You don't feel unsafe. You don't feel so defensive. You're aware of the power of your vibration and the power of your energy more. Also, in the past, there was a lot of anger. Now there's a lot of peace. I see that here. What is the message here? I'm still seeing if one card's going to fly out of this deck. What are you doing with your life? Do you have a message from this deck? Thank you. From the Oracle of the House of Night. All right. It's letting go. Card number 22 comes out. Again, that's the second card, number 22. Okay, so I'm getting Master Builder number 22. So with both of these 22s, okay, we have two Master Builders. Are two Master Builders coming together? Was there I get the vibe of there's somebody, like, let's say you have a friend or a client, right? And this person introduces a new person to you. Oh, I want you to meet my favorite nail tech in the world, or I want you to meet my best friend. And then the next thing you know, you and this person that you've just met are hitting it off, and the person that you both knew is out of the picture. There's also something here about the necessity of letting go if you're going to build. Like, you can't take everyone with you. You can't take everything with you. You got to be picky and choosy of what you're taking forward with you. Okay. And it's a time for spirit. Again, they're showing me that. Let's say that again. I'm like, okay. The bottom of the deck here is card number 36, differences. In the contrast, I hear in the contrast, I hear is where we grow. So again, as these three had come together, where once there were two, so there were these two, and then now there's a third gets introduced. Now we have three, and then one of the original two is out of the picture, and the new one is here with one of the original two, and now there's a new two. Okay, but the contrast, there was some contrast when the three came together, but the one, even especially with this three witchy sisters image, the two on the side have a lot more in common than the one in the middle. So it's like, get rid of the one in the middle because we vibe better. It kind of feels like that. Maybe there was a go-between. It's being removed from the situation. Let's see what else we have for tonight's message from the Oracle of Mystical Moments, please and thank you. The Oracle of Mystical Moments. All right, it's the House of Flowers, card number 36. And, of course, of the books that I pulled out in the pre-show shuffle, this was not one of them. But I got it right here. Being guided to read about the House of Flowers for you from the guidebook. What you see here is it should be a 3-story house, it looks like, but it's a 2-story house. And it's like open in the middle, and there's a bunch of flowers coming out. And then you see these, and the house is like huge in comparison to the size of these two itty bitty women who are standing side by side. And one of them holds a leaf. Oh no, they're not holding the leaf. They're standing next to the leaf. That leaf right there representing the third person that left, I heard. Okay. But yeah, so these two ladies right here are looking like these two fairies to me right now. All right, let's see what the book says about this card. Power of nature, joy of life, diversity, and beauty. Out of this small white house on the top of a hill burst flowers, full of life and rich in colors. It's like an explosion. The two ladies walking by look tiny in comparison to the giant falling leaves. They enjoy the enormity of nature, the power of its diversity, but even a single bloom in a vase can transform a space. Each petal a world unto itself and a wonder of creation. This card signals love for life in this moment, full of energy, beauty, and joy. Beautiful. Okay. They want me to read the Master Builder 22 from the Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle for you, where it said letting go. It says the symbol comes to you to remind you that freedom is important to everyone. If you love something, set it free. Don't hold on too tight, lest you chase it away. You have the freedom at this time to choose whatever you want. Let others do the same. You will be so happy you did. Miracles come when you let go and allow the magic to happen of its own accord. Okay. So freedom to make choices coming out is very important there. Okay. The bottom of the Oracle of Mystical Moments says, listen, it's card number 6. And this lady, her hair forms the earth, and there's green life growing out of it, and flowers, and there's everything. It's like she is so connected to nature, okay, that she can hear the messages from the world around her. And it reminds me of something we've been saying a lot of lately, which is, yeah, I read tarot cards, but more than anything, I'm a reader of life. Okay. Let's get into the tarot deck while we're mentioning reading tarot cards. Let's use some actual tarot cards. Have the Sacred Circle Tarot out tonight. It's been a while since I have used this deck. I see Jeremy resonating with it being his mom and sister, even though it's a general. Okay. All right. I heard past, present, hidden blessing. No, future. Okay, thank you. Past, present, future. You're right. I did hear that first. Okay. All right. So there's something in that. First off, always go with your first thought, because the first thought is the divine thought. Every other thought after that is just a human computer called the brain trying to explain away what the intuition has received. Okay. Past energy, we have the Queen of Swords, and her nickname here is Imagination. Okay. Queen of Swords. She treads carefully. Okay, she's gotten herself into some positions in the past that have given her wisdom. She is very discerning. She pays attention to things happening around her. And then we have, okay, so what I'm seeing, interesting. So what I'm seeing here is something is developing here. There's something here developing for sure, because they said to put these cards with the voodoo blue needs to go this Queen of Swords. The girl who says back off needs to go with this Queen of Swords. She's saying back off because she's been hurt before. She's in defense mode. Okay, she's in defense mode. And then with the letting go card, we get the Six of Swords, and it says solace. Okay. So letting go, moving on, okay, making peace about a situation. And then on the other side over here, so it's like two sides of the table, and the status in between is with the pink lotus fairy who says a time for spirit. We have the druid. Oh my God, this is so perfect. Okay. Wow. So we have a letting go between two individuals is likely what we're talking about. There's a distancing between them. Okay. Are they letting go of an issue that was unresolved between them? Or are they letting go of one another because their differences have become so vast and so significantly, I'm hearing noticeable. Yeah. The bottom of the deck is the lady, and she is Empress energy. And so we have Empress energy. And then I'm thinking about Jeremy's comment where he said, my mom and sister, I know it's a general, right? But the fact of the matter is this Empress always represents mother energy. So for someone just talking about a situation here involving a mother and child, a mother and daughter, most likely, because we have all this feminine energy here. One of you going into spirit very much. Okay, a time for spirit. Somebody's very defensive. There's something about letting go that's in between them. But it's a time for spirit. All right. Let's dig deeper with my handmade oracle combined deck. So what's the message for tonight's Tarot in the Shadows? 3 cards, please. 1 for each position. Okay, so I see that as a connection. Now, again, I'm going to say past, present, future. If that's the case, then in the past, you were very cold and embittered, even very defensive, because you had been hurt so much from different ones in your experience. And if that's the case, then in the current energy, you're really, I see I see from an illustration Abraham gives about, the only thing keeping you down is, you're tying all these weights to yourself, right? And you would naturally float if you would let go of the weights. And so that's what I see happening here in the current energy. And so the unfolding here is about, you're going to be feeling a lot more wholesome in yourself, spiritually whole, and connected to spirit. You're going to be taking some time alone to get yourself together, to get your spirit together, to recuperate your spirit or recuperate your energy. Okay. What is at the bottom of my handmade oracle decks? Incoming, brace yourself for impact. Someone or something tries to work against you. Forewarned is forearmed, and success is foretold. Yeah, you got the message. You got the message that it was time for you to defend yourself in the past. Thank you. That's perfect. So you knew that something was going to require a defensive position. Okay. You brought your wisdom. You did not just sit and believe whatever somebody told you. And the handmade oracle that goes with it says, each day with you brings new delight. I look forward to more and appreciate each one I've experienced thus far. Appreciative. Okay. So you were appreciating a situation, but you were still on guard in some sort of ways, defensive. You were still in defensive mode. You were still taking care, I heard, of number one. You were still taking care of number one, because if you ain't taking care of number one, if you ain't taking care, if you're not taking care of your star player, who is going to be? Okay. And then over here in the current energy, with the letting go and the Six of Swords, we have from the Guiding Light series. You know you need to change something, do it now. So again, I'm going to ask you, is this your letting go of an idea that kept you stuck in a negative cycle? Is this you letting go of a person who brought a lot of challenge, conflict, or chaos into your life? Okay, and you're like throwing your hands up and walking away, washing your hands of this situation and letting it go. Okay. But you know of what it is that you need to let go with that letting go card. Okay. In the unfolding in the future, we have a time for spirit with the pink lotus fairy and the druid here, which is our Hierophant energy. Perfect. Okay. The spiritual guide, the spiritual leader. Okay. Will we be together again? Will we just be friends? Will we share our love once more, reminiscent? Okay. So is it that every time you think about going back to this person, or you start to think too much, you go into your spiritual energy? Spirit's telling you right now, the one you need to be worried about reuniting with is spirit, is what it looks like. Okay. Spirit's going to guide you. I heard only if you get the cue from spirit will you go and return. Okay. And the druid energy talks about deep spiritual life lessons as well. So that energy is also here. Okay. Why don't I feel like, okay, thank you. From the cue cards, let's get some clarifiers going on with the cue cards here. Please clarify the past energy, where we have the Queen of Swords, Voodoo in blue, and the appreciative cards, please. In the past, using the cue cards, why is this here? Please and thank you. Show me clearly. Never use the cue cards as clarifiers like this. Something stayed in the deck. It flipped over, but stayed in the deck. I'm not taking it. Okay, that one can go. All right, and here we go. Off the top, we'll take them. It's success, fame, and status in the past. Okay, success, fame, and status. There's a camera, and the flash is going off. All right. What else? Separation, a division. Okay. And what else? Love potion number 9. Okay, what else in the past energy? Is a mere seconds to spare. Ooh, okay. You separated from a love in perfect timing. Okay, perfect timing. Okay, success has been accomplished. You divided yourself. You had to make a decision between a love that you had to be in defensive mode about. Some of you made a decision whether to keep or separate from a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius energy that you were in love with. Okay, and you felt a lot of time pressure. Okay, to make this happen. Was this person very defensive towards you? Was it that somebody here pushed you away this person pushed you away and you didn't want to let them go, but ultimately it still led to a division, a separation, okay? But it's not like you didn't love this person. We do have love potion number 9 here on the table. So there's definitely was love here, but there's something about in the nick of time. You did this wherever you got the guidance to separate from Miss Voodoo in blue here, this emo person who could be cold and bitter because of whatever their past experience is. I heard that has nothing, absolutely nothing at all to do with you. You separate from that just in the nick of time, okay? Because there's mere seconds to spare, okay? Something about to blow up in someone's experience here. Okay, I just saw something here. For someone, there was a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius person. They did some sort of witchery spell. You might have felt that, yeah. And it was something about separating. It involves something about who you were loving. Okay, it involves something about who you were loving and your success, your fame, your status. Okay, success, fame, status, either in business or personal life or all of the above. Okay, especially in love, maybe. Okay, because somebody here thought they had you with a love potion. Somebody thought they had you stuck with a love potion, but you successfully separated from that. Okay, somebody here did something intentionally, whether that was just by their bad intentions or because they actually did use voodoo, since we have voodoo in blue here, or some other form of esoteric magic or mysticism to try to tap into some energy you had in some sort of way. You successfully separated from that just in the nick of time. In the current energy, let's clarify. Why do we have here the letting go? You know you need to change something, do it now. And the 6 of Swords of Solace. Clarify this, please, in the current energy. And we have adventure and risk. Okay. Okay, adventure and risk coming through. What else do we have here? Pack your bags. Adventure and risk. Now pack your bags. Okay. Pack your bags. And what else? Yeah. Okay, I heard I don't want to hear it ever again. I don't want to hear it anymore. Okay. What else? We have, the bullseye. Okay. You're like, okay, I don't want to hear it anymore. You don't have to tell me no more. I'm actually going to let it go. Something got monotonous. It became morose. It became like, you already know what this is about. You already memorized it. Okay, you already see how this is working out. You hear the story. And bullseye, moving out of the situation, letting go of the situation, exactly what you need. If somebody here, you're going to take a trip. You can go somewhere where you can take a swim. Okay. Whether that trip is across town or across country or across an ocean. There's some sort of, with the bullseye here, it's clear what the bullseye is. And if it's not going to hit the bullseye, you're not very interested. Okay, so I feel like can you really hit the bullseye? If they don't even have the right tools to hit the bullseye, if they don't have their own darts or arrows or whatever that is, if they don't have a pistol, I'm looking at target practice. How can they ever hit the target? Okay, they need the tool to hit the target. There's something here about somebody here comes into your experience. They don't even have the right tools to hit the target. So never mind. Yeah. Not interested in that. Okay. In the unfolding energy, we had the Druid, which is Hierophant energy. The Pink Lotus Fairy, a time for spirit, and this reminiscent card. Okay, clarify why is this coming up in the future energy? What it is, what it was, what it will be. This is what it will be. Okay. All right, these ones want to come out. And of course, it's perfectly 4 cards. All right. So what do we have? Ring. Ring. Now we have a marquise cut, a beautiful marquise cut, diamond on a gold band here. But when I hear ring, it makes me think of a ringing of a telephone, okay? But there's a ring, okay, so what is that? And then we have Whoa Nelly, okay. Then we have Share the Wealth, And we have cha-cha-cha. A time for spirit. It's like spirit says, hold on a second. I've been calling you for a while. Are you listening? I'm trying to share the wealth with you. There's a wealth of information that we have to give to you. It's like spirit's calling on you. Okay. And interesting. Cha cha cha. I heard dance your way out of that situation. Okay. Because somebody here, they want to tap into your wealth. You're going to be, whoever this is you separated from, you're going to be hearing from them. They want to tap into your wealth. Okay. Maybe they need a loan, maybe they need some financial favor. Okay, maybe they need some of your time, your skills. What is your asset? They said, what's that card that stayed in the deck? Let's find out. Invitation. Chances are. And of course, I hear Johnny Mathis. Chances are, because I wear a silly grin the moment you come into view. Okay, but it stayed in the deck. What was the card facing it? Let's see. Stay in bed. Okay. So somebody had the opportunity to invite you to something that didn't come through. They stayed in bed. What you need to know is spirit is here, a time for spirit. You're focused on spirit. Okay, thank you. Spirit here in the bottom of the deck here says requires skill and balance. On her, a one-man show. On my human bankroll, a one-man show. Fly, fly, fly. I drink till I'm drunk. I smoke till I'm high. Castle on the hill. I woke up in the sky. You can't tell me I ain't fly. Okay, so here's something here. Is somebody picking up the phone to reach out to you? They say, well, let's get dressed up. I'm going to take you out. We can go out dancing. I have a gift to give you. Well, listen, most of you didn't get that call because I see spirit got right up in the middle of that. Oh, yeah. Somebody went to call you and their phone broke. Somebody went to call you. They dropped the phone in the toilet. It's in a bag of rice. Somebody went to call you and something happened in their life to stop them in their tracks. It could have had something to do with the phone. Okay. So what you need to know from this right now, what I see. Don't worry about the past coming up to get you. Spirit's got like this dragnet. I'm hearing dragnet. Some of y'all really like that old movie Dragnet or the old show called Dragnet. But Spirit's got a dragnet and this person cannot get through it. They just cannot get through it. Okay. What God wants you to know, let's use my handmade round tarot to see what God wants you to know about this, what it is, what it was, what it will be. What God wants you to know. We're going to start with what it is. Okay, what it is, what it was, what it will be. Are you going to give me cards? Thank you. Okay, what it is. What it is the Queen of Pentacles and the Fool. Yeah, you let go completely of this situation. You ain't in it. My name's Bennett. I'm not in it. I heard my name's Bennett. I'm not in it. God said, you know what you needed to do here. You needed to let go. You said, I did that. I let go. I got the guidance to let go. You're absolutely right, Melinda. I did get the guidance to let go, but I let go. I took a risk and I let go. I packed my bags and I got the heck up out of there. Spirit was like tired of telling me the message, but I got tired of hearing the messages Spirit was telling me because I kept dealing with the consequences of the message, what it was, what God had to say about what it was. So if you're working on yourself and you're ready for a new journey, good on you. Okay, what it was. We have the Three of Cups, a union, okay, and the Judgment, the end of a trial in a union, okay, the last chance, okay, final judgment, judgment day, judgment hour, karmic repercussions for third-party situations, what it will be. What it will be, you're deciding to stick around with your friends and stuff better. We have what it will be. We have the King of Cups coming out, all right, and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you're just what it will be right now. Happier with your spirit, with yourself, with God, with yourself, with God, with yourself, with your spirit, with yourself, with your spirit, with yourself, with God, with yourself, with God, with yourself, with your spirit, with yourself, with your spirit, with yourself, with God, with yourself, with God, with yourself, with your spirit, 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 with yourself, with God. Okay, they just did a whole little song and dance for you here. With the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I heard wicked, wicked, wicked. Okay. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that coming through? All right. So the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Cups. That has never happened on the show before. That was really interesting. Yeah, you're going to find that that's exactly how you'll be happiest. And you're going to invest your energy there. Some of you are making a big, deep commitment to your spiritual path. I feel that. You tried to connect with another human, but this alien didn't have 3 eyes. This alien only had 2 eyes. The alien that showed up in this experience with you is whoever this was that you let go of. They only had 2 eyes. They could only see from the 2D perspective. They couldn't see everything in the 3D. They couldn't see how to build anything in the 3D because they were very black and white. It's all black and white. It's all good or bad. Okay. Yeah, this alien only had 2 eyes. So final judgment is they don't have 3 eyes with this judgment card, and through final judgment is they don't have 3 eyes. In other words, they don't have their 3rd eye. They're not receiving the messages from spirit. Their lower chakras are draining their upper chakras. They're not on point. It's the 3rd party has to go. See, you're already committed to spirit. You're already committed to a path. You're already in a relationship, some type of way. There's already a 2-person situation. What's interesting, though, is that, remember I said the 3rd person comes in and that one of the first 2 has to go. So, is it by meeting another who has the 3rd eye that you realize you got to let go of somebody who don't have a 3rd eye? Because that's what it feels like. Let's see what comes out of the dedication for tonight's message. All right. What's the message? What's the Tarot in the Shadows message tonight? Please and thank you. What's the Tarot in the Shadows message tonight? From the dedication deck, what do we have? With Crush on You by the Jets at the bottom of the deck. This whole started with a crush. Somebody really had a crush on you. And what came out tonight is The Colors of the Wind from Vanessa Williams. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon? Or asked the screaming bobcat why he grinned? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? So you're like, listen, some of young people think that the only people that you could ever get along with is ones who are like you. But I could get along with any of you. But I'm not gonna spend all my time here trying to get you to see that. If you can't see that, well, go do you, boo. Go do you, boo, with them 2 big old eyes on top of your head. Go do you. Somebody have really big eyes. Okay. And it's like, I'm going to go ahead and paint with all these colors of the wind. Yeah, I'll be blowing in the wind. Somebody here's like, I'm going to be blowing in the wind. In other words, I'm out of here. Someone's like, I'm out of here. And yeah, I'm going to go my own way. I can go my own way. And so can you too, boo. And I'm going to go be happy. I'm going to go live my best life. Okay, somebody's like, yeah, I'm going to go live my best life. Okay, somebody here, though, it's like a redistribution of power or a reassignment of connections. Okay. So somebody here is like, I love you, Mom, but I'm going to go follow me and my higher self. We're out of here. Mom, I love you, but me and my higher self are out of here. You're just stuck in an old way and you won't change and you never change and you just don't get me. You just don't get me. You just don't understand. It's so difficult because like I'm a whole different person than who you are, Mom. I'm just not like you, Mom. You just don't understand. You don't understand my goals. You don't encourage me to do what I want to do. You try to persuade me to do what you want me to do. And who is this person? Oh my God. No wonder they had to go. Let them go. Let them go. Let them go paint their life with all the colors of the wind. It wouldn't be the first time somebody went off to do their own thing because everybody else was like, I don't know what they really doing with their life right now. That's their choice. Let them make their choice. Yes, you want the best for folks, but listen, there was a whole lot of shit going on behind the scenes here that you didn't even know about. Like I said, for somebody here, there was like a whole voodoo spell going on. Yeah. There's a whole voodoo spell here going on. 3 little witches sat in a tree working on some hocus pocus. You see, ooh, I put a spell on you, and now you're mine. There's nothing you can do, and I ain't lying. Yeah. So somebody here figured, like, oh, you'll never figure it out. There's nothing you can do about it. But then what happened was Spirit got all up in your ear and was like, bitch, get the fuck up out of here. And you were like, bye. Oh, did you leave those 2 bitches to hang out together? Is that? There was 2, then there was 3, then there was 2. If that's the case, those 2 knew each other before you knew each other. Oh, you knew one. Oh, boy. Okay, yeah, so you knew one of them before. Maybe that was your friend. That's my best friend. She's a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need nothing. Listen, drive her own car. You know what? Watch out for these people that just have to have a title. You know what I'm saying? And I've even caught myself doing it, so no judgment. I'm just saying, just be careful. A lot of times people will claim, oh, that's my sister. That's my sister. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Fuck it up. My best friend. My best friend. My best friend finna fuck it up. Whatever. Listen. That's why they're around, because they know you're gonna get down like that. Okay, this one actually brought somebody to you. And you're like, yeah, them bitches can have each other. They can have each other. They might have came in through a friendship circle, you know. But there was always something underhanded going on there. And the only thing that I saw that I could relate it to is in this position here in the past, we had that voodoo in blue with the Queen of Swords and the whole separation thing. And love potion number 9. Somebody here trying to tap into your energy through your love connections, trying to tamper with your love life in some type of way. You know, the fucked up part about that is, all that energy they put out, once you become aware, and awareness is a protection, awareness serves as protection. Once you become aware of these differences, which you already have with this differences card, your energy was completely contrasting to somebody else's, and you separate yourself from that, and you put all them boundaries up. Like, those are your wards. You know what I'm saying? Those are your spiritual wards. They, in all the spiritual movies, they have the sigils that they put on stuff to make it impenetrable and protected and all that stuff. Yeah. Your firm boundaries and walking away from this, like, Spirit was like, yeah, it's time for you to dive into this new adventure. Let it go. Okay. That's your protection. So don't start freaking out. If you felt that before and your spirit is going off, if your heartstrings are singing, or if you got major goosebumps just now listening about the whole voodoo, or when I was talking even more earlier about it, if you already had that whispered into your spiritual ear and now you're feeling like you just got confirmation, you did. Yeah, that's you did. Let's get something from the Lyrical Evolution deck. Okay, what's going on here? What's the message? Okay, what it is. They say what it is. It's from Alicia Cara. I definitely don't know this song. It's called Here. The Hermit energy is on this card. Okay, so is angel number 999. But honestly, I'd rather be somewhere with my people. We can kick it and just listen to some music with the message like we usually do. I told you, you went ghost on somebody. The Hermit is telling me you went ghost on somebody. And 999 is telling me something's reached its final phase. It's in completion. It's done. Okay. And it's like, I'd rather go spend my time with my friends. I'm really not trying to entertain this situation right now. Honestly, I'd rather be somewhere with my people. You ain't my people. We are two different. We are two differences. The differences between us are too many. The differences between us are too many. Okay, I'd rather go be with my people to just kick it and listen to some music with a message like we usually do. Okay, what was it in the past? In the past position, flying out of the deck, we have Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga with the song Shallow. And it says, in all the good times, I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times, I fear myself. I'm off the deep end, which as I dive in, I'll never meet. Watch as I dive in, I'll never meet the ground. Somebody here was very shallow. They were not a deep thinker. So they might have some spiritual powers here. They might be able to harness energy some and manipulate energy some, but here's the fact of the matter is their wisdom doesn't go so deep as they think it does. They overlooked something here. Yeah, they overlooked the consequences and repercussions of that energy returning to them multiplied karmatically. Okay. All right. In what it will be, what is the message here? What it will be. Oh, flipping right over. All right. From Ollie Muir's, the song is called Troublemaker. It's like you're always there in the corners of my mind. I see a silhouette every time I close my eyes. There must be poison in those fingertips of yours, because I keep coming back again for more. Fate and choice. Didn't I tell you somebody was going to keep trying to tap into your energy? They were going to try to ring you up on the phone, but your spirit team got them on lock. Something will happen to their phone when they try to call you. I just saw, you know how they talk about people who phone blows up in their hand and shit, but I saw like sparks, electrical sparks. Somebody gonna get shot by their telephone and drop it and break it when they get ready to call you, when they get ready to reach out to you or something like that. They're trying to come into your life to bring some troubles and some difficulties and some changes here into your life that are unpleasant. But here, you're going to make a choice to liberate yourself, you know? There's a reason you're always on my mind, okay? You're always on my mind. There's a reason why you're always on their mind. They can't stop thinking about you. They want to call you and tell you about it. Mm-hmm. Okay. In the past, I'm seeing this is all three of these is the other person's energy. That, you know, yeah, since you're not there anymore, they've been having some difficult feelings, and they're trying to distract themselves with their friendship circle, but that's not going to stop it. They're still going to be thinking about you. They're not going to be able to truly like get you off their mind. They keep trying to distract themselves with people and entertainment, and it doesn't work. Okay, they said pull 3 more for you, your energy. So what it is, please show me what it is for you. This one. Carry on, wayward son from Kansas. Okay. Once I rose above the noise and confusion just to get a glimpse beyond the illusion. I was soaring ever higher, but I flew too high. Though my eyes could see, I still was a blind man. Though my mind could think, I still was a blind man. Carry on my wayward son. Okay, there'll be peace when you are done. Don't you cry no more. That's the message. That's how you feel. Maybe that's how you feel about this person. Like, listen, just go about your life. Go about your business. You'll be fine. All right, what it was in your energy, what it was in your energy. Kanye West, Stronger. You were doing shadow work. Damn, they don't make them like this anymore. I ask because I'm not sure. Do anybody make real shit anymore? Bow in the presence of greatness, because right now, Thou hast forsaken us. Okay, listen. So you notice that in the past, like somebody here was coming to you with some bullshit, not some real shit. And you overcame that. You did some shadow work in this connection. This person was shallow in some type of way. Their words were shallow. Their word was shallow. Their spirit was shallow. You overcame that. We have the Six of Wands on this image here. What else is that? The Six of Wands. An hourglass. Okay, that's perfect because the mere seconds to spare. Like you overcame this difficulty in the nick of time, right? Before something really disastrous happened in your life. And I heard the word dastardly. Dastardly. That is not my common language choice. And dastardly says wicked and cruel. Wow. Dastardly is wicked and cruel. Evil, similar to evil, heinous. Okay, so wicked and cruel. You got out of there in the nick of time because this wasn't real shit. This was fake shit. You got out of there just in time before something wicked and cruel happened. Okay. Or was it because something wicked and cruel happened? If you didn't listen to your intuition, it might have been something wicked and cruel that happened there, and that's what gave you the wisdom to get the hiccup out of Dodge. I'm leaving this third-party situation. Okay. What it will be on your energy, what it will be in your energy. Only one card flew out. That's perfect. And it says distraction from Kaylani. So I need you with me to keep me right and keep me up all night. We can get faded. This life can make you so jaded, so we stay shaded. Just do us and try to get it right. What? Are you coming back for more? Well, apparently you have that option. I don't like that as a choice because I don't feel like I'm going back for more to anything. I feel like you feel that way too. So let's pull another option will be for you. What else if you decide not to go back? Tamala Man, Father, can you hear me? We have the faith for now. Your victory we will gain. Father, you know we mean it. There's no more heart of stone. We're ready for your power now that sin is gone. This card came out in a recent reading as well. Yeah, we're going to replace that distraction with spirit right now because that just feels right. Like, especially with that second fairy was a time for spirit. Yeah, it's not a time for this person. You could choose to go back to this person and then sit up here with this distraction. This person coming back is literally a distraction. And it's like, you don't have to choose it. You can choose spirit and you can make that a conscious decision. This was like really perfect the way this came out. Let's get some tea leaf fortune cards and see what other perfection they want to offer our reading tonight. So all of you with the membership badge, thank you for joining and becoming a member here on YouTube. And I want to say that tonight was the first time, and I believe I'll be trying it a few more times and see how you respond to that. But in my pre-shuffling, I was live, and I plan to do that again. Never did it before. But they said it would be a great time to catch up on a more personal social level as I pre-shuffle, and you guys can be there to see what happens during the pre-shuffle. Sometimes cards fall out or show themselves, stuff like that. All right, what do we have? Okay, we have 3 cards. That's perfect. As main factors, one fell in my lap. The one at the bottom of the deck is the Ant. Work, achievement, and success, and it's in reverse. So I feel like, you've already completed this, is what I heard when I seen it in reverse. You completed and you achieved and you attained success in this situation. All right, the 2 on the table that fell out first. First, we have the dog barking, advice from a friend, and the eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Okay, so advice from a friend to help you overcome, or maybe they gave you some advice, okay, to getting over obstacles. Let me see. The carriage fell in my lap. A journey, either physical or mental. A journey, either physical or mental. So it looks like you're packing your bags. You may be getting out of Dodge in a minute to go be with spirit. It really looks like that. That's what I see. All right, so let's pull and read your final message. We already pulled it from the postcard from Spirit. It was the first card we pulled. Dearest you, We here on the other side have one important thing to declare. Love is the answer to literally everything. We don't necessarily mean romantic or erotic love, although they are wonderful, but something above and beyond that. Everything alive in the world was first created by love. Spirit sends love to animate life and birth it into existence. Love is without conditions, and it is based in reverence and a fierce and joyful respect for life. Love thrives when you focus on it, and we want you to turn away from anything that causes it to wane. Love is when you no longer see yourself as other, separate from, better or less than, etc. When you act as love, you give permission to the world to thrive and grow as it will. Can you let go of what is not love and ask, what would love do? Love is waiting for you, always and forever. We just adore you over here. That is your Tarot in the Shadows message. So thankful and grateful. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. 감사합니다. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks.